Hey kids! It's Amber here, and guess what? Christmas is almost here. I love Christmas. It's my favorite holiday. Is it yours too? All of the love, presents, and good times with family. The air is crisp, the lights are twinkling, and everyone seems a little bit happier and giving. We eat yummy food, like my favorite pumpkin pie and hot cocoa. There's nothing quite like the feeling of gathering around the Christmas tree with loved ones. But have you ever wondered why we do all these fun things for Christmas? Why do we have these special traditions that make this season so unique? Like, why do we put up a Christmas tree? Why do we put a star on top? And what about presents? Why do we wrap them up and place them under the tree? Why do we give each other presents on Christmas? It's a tradition that brings so much joy, but have you ever thought about where it all started? Well, get ready, because in this video we're going to discover the origins of our favorite Christmas traditions. We'll explore the history, the stories, and the magic behind everything we love about Christmas. So press pause, grab some hot cocoa, get cozy, and let's dive into the wonderful world of Christmas. Our adventure starts with the word Christmas itself. Have you ever wondered what the word Christmas means? I know I have. Well, it actually comes from the words Christ's Mass. Yes, you heard that right. Whoa, Christ's Mass. That sounds kind of funny, doesn't it? But there's more to it than just a funny name. It sounds funny because it's super old. We're talking about traditions that go back hundreds of years. It's so old that people back then talked kind of funny compared to how we talk today. Their way of speaking was different. But even though it sounds funny, Christ's Mass was a very special event. It was a time for people to come together and celebrate. See, a long time ago, people would go to a special church service to celebrate Jesus' birthday. This was a big deal back then. And guess what they called that special service? They called it Christ's Mass. So, Christmas means we are celebrating Jesus' birthday. It's a tradition that has been passed down through generations. Today, we celebrate with gifts, decorations, and family gatherings, but the essence remains the same. It's all about Jesus. Now, let's talk about Christmas trees. Every year, we put up a big, beautiful tree in our homes and decorate it with sparkly stuff. But have you ever wondered why we do that? Well, a long time ago, people would bring evergreen trees into their homes during the winter. Evergreen trees are special because they stay green even when it's super cold outside. And because they stayed green, people thought the trees were magical. They believed the evergreen trees would bring good luck and happiness for the new year. Later, in the 12th century, German people started decorating trees on December 24th, but it wasn't just any tree, it was a paradise tree, decorated with apples. These trees were a reminder of the Garden of Eden and the story of Adam and Eve. What do you think of when you see a Christmas tree? I see hope. Normally a tree would die after being cut down or lose all its leaves when it gets too cold. But not the evergreen. We can keep it green even indoors, reminding us that even when we get knocked down by life, God can keep us going strong. It's not about why they used them thousands of years ago, or even hundreds of years ago. Why do you use them today? Why a star on top? Okay, so we know why we have Christmas trees, but why do we put a sparkly star on top? Well, the star is super special because it represents the Star of Bethlehem. The Star of Bethlehem was a bright, shiny star that appeared in the sky a long time ago when Jesus was born. It was so bright and shiny that it guided some wise men all the way to baby Jesus. Can you imagine a star so bright that it could guide people on a long journey? I think that's super cool. Do you have a star on your tree at the top? All the sparkly lights. Now, let's talk about Christmas lights. Christmas lights are my favorite. I love all the different colors. Red, green, blue, yellow. It's like a rainbow on our trees. Each color brings its own unique charm and adds to the festive spirit. But did you know that Christmas lights actually have a special meaning? They aren't just for decoration, it's true. You see, a long time ago, people didn't have electric lights. Imagine living in a world without the twinkling lights we see today. Can you imagine that? No lamps, no phones that light up? Nothing. The nights were much darker and quieter. So to decorate their trees, people used candles. They would carefully place them on the branches. They carefully placed candles on the branches of their trees to make them glow and sparkle. It was a delicate process to ensure safety. And guess what? The candles represented the light of Jesus. This tradition was deeply meaningful. They believed that Jesus brought light and hope into the world. So every candle was a symbol of that hope and light, making the season even more special. But don't try that today, it is a fire hazard for sure. But maybe some of you still use candles in your windows or shelves to shine the light. Christmas decorations. Finally, let's talk about all the other awesome decorations we use to make our homes festive for Christmas. We hang up stockings, put up wreaths on our doors, and decorate everything with ornaments and tinsel. Some people hang up stockings on Christmas Eve. This tradition comes from the story of Saint Nicholas, who gave gifts to children by placing them in stockings that were left out hanging to dry by the fire. Some people hang wreaths. Wreaths are made from evergreen branches and hung on doors to remind us of life and hope. The circular shape represents God's love, which has no beginning or end. Isn't that neat? We decorate our Christmas trees with ornaments to make them sparkle and shine. Each ornament can be a special memory or a symbol of something we love. And tinsel? It's just there to make everything look extra shiny, like magic. Back then, people decorated their homes with things they found in nature, like pine cones, berries, and even colorful fruits. They wanted to make their homes feel warm, welcoming, and extra special for Christmas. Merry Christmas! Thanks for joining me on this fun adventure as we learned about Christmas traditions. Now you know why we put up a Christmas tree, why we put a star on top, and why we decorate with all those sparkly lights. We even learned why it's called Christmas in the first place. Christmas is a time for celebrating, spending time with family and friends, and remembering the true meaning of Christmas, which is the birth of Jesus. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas, everyone. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share. See you next time.